Drugs. Drugs are one of the most common causes of addiction and serious health problems in this day and age. Nearly 79,000 to 80,000 people die from overdosing on drugs each year. 440 to 700 of those people are kids. Think of all the happy lives people could have had if they just said no. Think of how many people thought they were going to be fine after one drug, and then they took another, and another, and another, until they died. That doesn't sound very fun. Instead of looking for artificial highs and drugs, you should be looking for the natural highs in your life to pay attention to. My name is Sergio Hernandez, and my natural high is staying active. I enjoy a bunch of things like hiking, biking, but most of all, I enjoy martial arts. As a middle schooler, I was always trying to find which sports I was good at. I'd always wanted to try martial arts, but I never really had the chance. So, eventually, when I moved to Okinawa, I joined a dojo, where I was trained by my sensei for about 5 years and won multiple Ishikawa Dome fight tournaments. Starting out, I had a lot of trouble. Not only was I a terrible fighter with no guard up and straight swinging random punches, but I was the only little kid at the dojo, so I was constantly getting my butt whooped. Sooner or later, I won my first fight and accidentally kicked the guy in the dingleberries. Twice. After years, I finally started to get better and worked my way up in class, and was actually able to compete with the older kids. Eventually, my sensei signed me up for my first tournament, and I won. It was amazing being able to celebrate this victory, not just by myself, but with everyone else in the dojo. My second tournament didn't go the same way, though. It was my first all-ages tournament. While I was warming up for the fight with my dad and my sensei, I was watching other dudes around my age and size get ready to fight too. And I was like, oh shoot, I wonder which one of those guys I'll fight first. And eventually, it was my time to get into the ring. My adrenaline was pumping and I'm wondering which guy I'm gonna fight. So I hop in the ring and I see this 6'4", insanely shredded 17-year-old guy with a huge nasty scar on his face. And suddenly I'm like, hold up, I thought this guy was the coach. Keep in mind, I was 12 at the time. I just graduated elementary school and this guy was already able to drive. I was about to graduate. In Mexico, this guy would have had a wife and kids already. But this wasn't Mexico. This was in Japan. Anyways, I try not to think about how I'm obviously losing this fight, and I take a swing at him. And I kid you not, my punch did absolutely nothing to this guy. Long story short, I ended up getting beat by him after he did some weird band kick, and then proceeded to beat up a 25-year-old in the next round. And I was really bummed out about not winning this fight, and put me in a really bad headspace for the next couple of weeks. And in those next few weeks, something really strange. A kid I knew from school walked up to me one day and asked me if I wanted to take some drugs. I was shocked because at the time, I had never encountered drugs before. And obviously, being the responsible student I am, I declined. Now, this guy was a weird kid. He was definitely one of the kids that listened to Sigma Funk. And then this guy doesn't listen and keeps pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Then when I keep declining, he tries to grab me and get up in my face. Now, in this situation, there is a lot of things you could do. One, you could give in and take the drug, which I don't recommend you doing that. But you could also decline, and there's multiple ways to decline. You could decline confidently, no thanks, I'm good. You could laugh your way through it, make a joke around it. Or you could just straight up leave. That's a good one. One thing you shouldn't do is escalate the situation any further. Now, I did end up punching him in the stomach, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that you do the right thing when someone offers you drugs. Now, sometimes you may not be able to do this on your own, so reach out to some family members or teachers or anybody that you're close to that can help you through it. Some people I trust that can help me are my mom and dad. So, shout out to my family.
Shout out to my brothers from the block, 'cause oh God,